I love when I press the buttons right. Henna! I saw a bunch of you jumping in there already. Ryan, Jared, my main man X to the Z. I'm gonna give you guys the first official Hey Now button. Hey Now. Oh yeah, that was like the deep Hey Now. Yeah! Alright, well, it's been a minute since we done the live stream thing. You know, I've been busy, but I'm back, and I got, oh, look at this. We got more, I'm gonna get all the Hey Nows out that I can. Ryan, Arthur, I'm gonna give you a Hey Now button as well. Hey Now! Okay, here is the plan for tonight's stream. Oh, look, did I already press a button? I did. See that picture up that says Premiere Discs? That's like a sneaky giveaway of what we got going on. Those dudes over at Premiere Discs, really, it's Brandon over there, sent me some of their new, just released, brand new molds to try out dyeing. Oh, my main man Scott Simposki. Henna. They sent me some discs to dye. This is like one of the cool things about being TDIDI. Every once in a while, someone sends you some cool things. Look, I'm going to switch it over. I'm going to try to switch it over. There it is, look. I love when I press the right buttons. Dan, hey now. So they sent me some of their new plastic to try to dye, and it's supposed to be like super dyer friendly. Joe, hey now. Yeah, you made it just in time, buddy. So they got two molds that they just released. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep my big melon out of the camera. I gotta remember that if I turn my brim around, it makes it easier. Okay, so look. This one is the War Pigeon. Underneath it, we got the War Dove. They're both putters, okay? The plastic, the name of the plastic is Alpha. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. It's sexy, shiny, and just feels like grippy and wonderful in my hands. But that's not really what we're here about. We're here to try to dye it, okay? But just so that you get an idea about these, I wrote the numbers down. Check it out. The War Pigeon, here's the flight numbers. 2303. Hailstorm, hey now. Hey now. David, oh, Big Daddy's up in the place. Hey now. Hey now. Okay, so that's that. That's the War Pigeon. Then the War Dove underneath it. This one, the flight numbers are 2301. So obviously they're both putters. Again, it feels sexy. It looks shiny, but you know, that I haven't thrown them yet, so I can't say anything about that. Here's what else I can say about it though. Like this super dope graphic that you see on here. They had like my main man over at Cobb One Art, Kelly Baber, did their artwork for their stencils. This one, it's hard to see because of the type of foil that they used and because I masked over it with some contact paper, so it's like a little bit blurred out. But Kelly Baber, he's such a dude. He's done artwork for us to use in our giveaways. He did all the artwork for our signature design. So like they're hanging out with some really rock star people as well. Here's the last thing I'm going to say about this, and I'm going to go back to my face. If I can, face, yes. And look, I don't need their logo up there anymore. Let me just turn this. There, now I'm like in the middle. I should have thought of that in the beginning. Okay, check it out. So I was talking to the dude over at Premiere Discs, and I told him, yo, I'll just use them in the live stream that I'm going to do tonight. John Hall, hey now. Hey now. Oh yeah, there's my main man 44 up in here too. Hey now. Well, so, hey now. I sent him an email saying, yo, I'll just use your plastic in my live stream tonight, and that's what we'll do it about. We'll just be testing it out. And he's like, all right, well, check this out. I'll give you like a super special deal for everybody who watches to get a discount on my plastic. I'm gonna press buttons and be high-tech Bobby. High-tech Bobby. Boom. Check that out. Check it out. So, yo, my man over at Premiere Discs, Brandon, hey now. Hey now. Said that, yo, you can get 33% off. All you fools, that's who I'm talking to. Any one of you, you can just use that coupon code TDIDI Army on his site, which that's what that like QR code, that's what it's called. I'm so high tech. Look, I got one of just the QR code. This one there, that makes it easier for you high tech people who use QR codes. You just use that. You go right to his site. Use the coupon code TDD Army. You're getting 33% off. Sound like a ton? couldn't believe that he offered that. Okay, he said till next Saturday, but like if he said if it goes really well, maybe like he'll stretch it out. So like if you fools go buy like a whole buttload of his plastic, he might just keep doing that coupon code. So use the QR code, go to their site. They sent me free discs to try. I'm gonna use some in our giveaways coming up. But for tonight, we're gonna dye these, and that's enough of the babble. Okay, so the war pigeon, we're not gonna dye. I'm gonna put that over here. Okay, here's the last thing I'll say. Look, they got bottom stamp discs too. Okay, oh whoops, I forgot that we're on the face one now. They got bottom stamp discs too. Okay, so no worry. Lindy's up in here. Hey now. Well, hey now. So you can see the bottom stamp's just like almost like a ghost impression, but you don't have to worry about wiping the stamp too if you want. You can get the bottom stamp ones too. We're gonna dye one of those. Excuse me. But let's start with this one here that the stamp is still on. What I did before starting the stream up was mask over the stamp with a piece of contact paper and cut it out. Okay, so we're only dyeing the outsides, just so everybody knows that happened already. And then what I also did before the stream was get a lotion bed together. Okay, we're gonna do two. I'm gonna test this plastic out with two different types. John, hey now. Hey now. I'm gonna test this plastic out with two different dye methods that we use all the time. I'm gonna use my lotion mix, and then we're gonna do a clear glue bed. So we'll start with the lotion one, and since we're only like dyeing the outside, I thought it would work to just do like a flame ring, since that, you know, that's kind of like the outside in. So I got my flame colors up over here of my lotion mixes. Oh, my main man Greg Renfro's up in here. Hey now. I gotta get some James Brown sound effects over here.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing.
It's definitely too funky in here now that Greg Renfro's up in this place. Hey now. All right, let's start making a lotion bed, and then I'm gonna dump. It puts the lotion in the bed. Oh man. Oh, you know what I forgot to get before we started? I do this all the time. I forgot paper towels. Give me 1/2 second. I'm gonna grab a bunch of paper towels. Because this lotion mix stuff is a mess. So we're gonna need these. Alright, a little bit of a slow start here. We've been rolling for like 10 minutes and I haven't even done any dyeing yet, but I'm ready to do it. I'm ready. Here we go, James Brown sound effects and all. Yo, John Hall, did you really just donate $2? How did you do that? First of all, you're awesome. I gotta give you. Let me give you a sound effect. That was just for you, John, and thank you. That's so cool. I love it. Let's dye discs. All right, I'm ready. All right, I'm starting with just doing some colorings on the outside that will stir up into our flames in a minute or two here. Think that's enough red? No, a little more red. Brandon, how do I do the sound effects? Alright, can you see it right here? Look, see my hand? This is my sound effect machine. I got all sorts of awesome sound effects in here. I feel good. Yeah. This is my James Brown page. Like, some of them are clips from songs. Others of them... William, hey now. Let me go back. I gotta go back to get to that. Hey now. To get to my hey now sound effect. But some of these other James Brown sound effects are from him, like doing this interview where he was drunk off his ass and just saying all this dumb stuff. It's too much. Where's...
I'm gonna say I feel good.
Say it, James. So like I got a whole bunch. I got some Big Lebowski ones in here. Dude.
I like your style, dude.
And then I got some traditional TDIDI sound effects that are a whole bunch of sound effects that I pulled from our videos. Like most of them are Tom, because Tommy's that's like the perfect one to
Oh.
there's that one from the videos. So like my sister got me this little sound effect box. I love it. I probably use it too much, but it keeps me entertained while we're doing these. And it lets me give Greg Renfro a badass James Brown entrance whenever he shows up. Okay. So I'm doing my traditional flame pattern here, which usually starts with red and then one thin round of black. Can't forget the black, or something dark, so that there's like that shadow. Oh, I already need the paper towel. So there's like that shadow layer in there too, you know what I mean? My man Bob Ross would say, don't cover up all these dark areas. You gotta leave them in so that the light stuff really shines. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of hold my breath when I'm concentrating, so if you hear weird breathing. And just in case I miss a hey now. Hey now. Oh, this orange is... I'm getting close to the bottom. I don't got a lot of orange in here, and it's definitely a different consistency closer to the bottom. You can totally see two different shades. Move on to some yellow. A little thicker. I'm gonna do a thin strip of red, a little more yellow, and then it's time to make flames. Oh man, that was precision right there. That might be my best squirt ever. Yes. John, lotion dye. I'm sorry if I I lose track of the friggin' chat stream when I get going and fall into my groove. So if I miss John, yes. This is my lotion mix in here. It starts out as a little scoop. Next scoop will do you at the bottom of Pro Camera eye dye. Some steaming hot water to just enough to wet it and start to dissolve it. And then the lotion, and then I shake the crap out of it. And then recently my girl Lindy, who I think might be in the stream, she found these like crazy little electric stirrers and sent me one. I haven't tried it with the lotion mix. I just tried it with the acetone mix earlier. It worked great, but I might be upgrading from shaking the crap out of it to actually using a little bzz, bzz, stir. But I gotta mix up a new batch to test it out. Alright, so we got this far. Here's a step that you can't forget when you get to this stage. Oh, my main man Pete Triolo's up in here?
Hey now.
Pete, I'm gonna get a James Brown sound effect for you too.
Are you ready?
Oh, that's not James Brown, that's Perk Badger. Okay, well you get that one. Alright, well here's the next step, okay, that you can't forget. This step's so important. Alright, when you get to this part, do a couple of these. Where you just lift it and drop the sucker. And I don't know if you can see it, but look. Right here, here. There's little bubbles that are coming up and popping, okay? Some of those are bubbles that are caught, like maybe just in my lotion bed. Some were in the McSquirtertons and came out when I was squirting it in. You want to get those to the surface and get them out as best as you can. And, you know, normally you would use a torch, but listen, this method with lotion beds, just lifting it up and dropping it and letting it smack, bring them to the top and pop them, works so good. Here's the problem with the blowtorch on these. Sometimes a blowtorch just, you know, it blows way too hard. Just blows too hard, and it can mess your design up. So if you do it with the blowtorch to kind of try to pop some of the bubbles, don't get too close, okay? I'm warning you. Stay up like way high, and you can try to pop some of the others. The other thing is like, you know, it can start to like melt and make the lotion on top too soupy, and then it messes things up. So be cautious with the blowtorch because it can easily mess your design up with the lotion beds. The lift and drop and smack move tends to work a lot better for me. Okay. Okay. Oh look, you guys are talking about the spinny thing? Look, I got it right here. Sorry, I stopped paying attention to the chat again. Talking and doing my thing. Let me get high tech and switch to the face only. Okay, look, here's the... Sorry, I put it behind the chat. This is... It's the other way in real life when you're on camera, right? Nah, okay. So, I've only used this in my little acetone bottles. Holy cow, did it mix the powder to nothing. And then it's got little different heads to go on it. This is the one... This little whisk guy is the one I'm going to try to mix my lotion mixes up with. Lindy, you're a rock star. And, you know, I got to give you some props on the live stream. Okay. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were making flame rings. I need a McPokerton. And I need a paper towel. How long has this thing been going? My goal is to always beat an hour. I can't see the time. Alright, here we go. Let's start making some flames. It's real easy when you're doing this to get caught in like the same squiggle pattern. Oh, camera switch. What? Okay, give me a second. What turntable? What an idiot. Thank you. I'm so glad. I am way too high tech for my own good. Let me just...
Well, hey now.
That one was for me, okay? What a bozo. Okay, let me just shake it off with a J. Okay, I feel better. I'm ready. You guys can see what I'm doing. What a stupid moron. Okay, what I was gonna say was High Tech Bobby. Rob, it's so, like, that's my problem. I'm too focused on what I'm doing and not this stupid production stuff that I should be paying attention to. Okay, what I was gonna say was, it's really easy, and I'll do it over here, to get caught in, like, the same squiggle pattern over and over again, you know? And, like, then that just looks like squiggles. It doesn't look like flames, okay? So, like, every once in a while, you gotta, like, do like a curly Q in there, or take one like all the way across like that, and even just those two little ways that I stirred it up already make that look so much more random flamey than just the regular like clip art type, you know, pattern that you would see. You guys can make fun of me all you want, okay? Like, I hope that some of you realize with it when I'm going High Tech Bobby into the microphone that there's a lot of satirical irony to that, because I have the most analog ass that you know. Sean McQueen, hey now. And all these buttons and things that I'm pushing like make me seem way more high tech than I really am. Okay, so you get what I was saying about about the flame pattern, and, you know, kind of making sure that you get like a little bit of random in there. Like, usually I'll start with that same squiggle over and over again, and then just go back in and start to, you know, mix a couple curly Q's into it, and that seems to be enough. Golly, I get lotion all over the place. Paper towel. Okay, we're making moves. About halfway there. Looks pretty flamey. Flame on. My hand has that. My fingers are gonna have that red stain for a while. Okay, that's feeling pretty friggin' flamey right there. I'm happy with that. I think we're getting close to the time to put the disc into the bed, or as my main man Tommy would say,
D in the B.
oh, Tom. I'm gonna give it a couple more of these, okay? Look, I can already see some bubbles popping. Some from just what was left in the mix. But here's the other thing. Like, when you stir it up like that, you get bubbles into it. Okay? So, like, even if you got them all out before, you're probably putting new ones in. So, a couple more smacks. And I'm going to give it a little bit of this. From far away, remember? Because I don't want to mess my design up. Alright, that's feeling pretty bubble free. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this one. I'm so ready for it.
D in the B.
Okay, so again, here is the disc we're putting in here that my man Brandon sent to me from Premier Discs. This is the War Dove. I got the Dove itself masked with some contact paper, so we're only dyeing the flames around the outside. Okay, now normally with, you know, these kind of beds, you heard everybody say roll it in so you don't trap air. With these types of designs, it's so important to get the disc centered in the design. Okay, so like I used this frisbee to make it in because it's the same size as the disc and it's easier not to screw that up. But if the disc weren't a putter and were domier, I might actually even try to do it center in, which is like with drivers, that's how I would do this. But since it's a putter and it's super flat and I don't want to trap air under it, I'm still going to try to roll it in, but I'm super focused on getting this
D in the B.
as centered as possible. All right, I got to move off that Tommy sound effect. It's too much. I can't. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think I got it centered. Yes! Okay, now I gotta move this to a safe location where it can sit and not be disturbed. And I don't, like normally, my advice would be, don't move it, let it sit. Because the more you move it, the better chance it has of moving around and blurring out your design. But we're gonna make another one, so we need this space. Give me 1 second, I'm taking this to a very safe place. Okay. Okay, I'm stoked. I think that went well. Alright, let me get my little lotion guys out of the way. This McSquirterton stuff goes over here. And then next, I'm going to pull out these little McSquirtertons right here. Look, these guys. And I don't need that dirty paper towel anymore. I do need this bed of clear glue that I already poured. I don't know if you can see it in there because it's clear, but but it's full. We got a couple bubbles in there that I'm going to de-bubblify. Look, I can tell by how many people are in here that some of you that I didn't notice when you came in. So if you gave me a hey now,
Hey now.
I'm giving you a hey now. Okay, John, that one is not going to get heated. Lotion is one of the lotion and shaving cream are the two that I don't use heat on. Because I don't want to turn the lotion into soup. So that one is just gonna sit overnight for till tomorrow. I'll give it like a 12-hour sitting there or whatever, and then pull it after that. The clear glue beds, on the other hand, I do use heat with. And I was using a heat lamp. I still do from time to time. But it's so much more of a fire hazard out here on the camper than the food dehydrator that I got a little while ago. My man Sean Conway pointed me onto that. And that thing is amazing. I love it. You set the time and the temperature on it. I use it on clear glue beds and Floetrol beds. I use it to dry glue masks in an instant. I use it with my detergent mix all the time. I love it. All right, let's do this. What colors was I gonna do this? I had a plan earlier, but once things get going, I kind of just forget it. How about, what do we got here? Grape. Okay, that's closest to me. So let's do purple and green. And I always like adding silver as an accent color to everything. And how about orange and black? Okay, we got some colors. Now the next one we're going to be dyeing, look, this one is the War Pigeon, except it's bottom stamped. So these guys do bottom stamps as well because they are trying to cater to disc dyers. Doug?
Hey now.
So this one, this one's gonna be like just bang all over it. No, I'm not gonna worry about the stamp. And honestly, since my main man Kelly Baber from Cobb One Art did the artwork on those discs, I just didn't feel right wiping his artwork off of it. Okay, so yeah, my plans for this glue bed is to do the different sections that looks like the resin flow through the tables and stuff, except just with different colors. I'm not going to do wood colors. I'm going to try to make it a little bit more Halloweeny. So I don't know how Halloweeny purple is, but it felt like something that would go good with orange. So I'm going to start by doing a big blotch of purple up top. Okay, and one thing that I do, oh whoops, I keep forgetting that I'm on camera and you guys got to see what I'm doing. I got to keep my hands out of the way. One of the things when I'm doing clear glue beds now, I'm way more liberal with the dye than I used to be. At one point I didn't use nearly as much. Now, not only do I use more, but after a round of swirling and crap, I'll go back and put more in all the time. Alright, I need this little guy right here, who's twisted up in the 100,000 cords that I have going to cast this live stream. Chaz, hey now. Oh, Chaz, first time, I'm going to give you a hey now.
Hey now.
And I'm going to give you, how about...
How you doing there, dude?
Yeah. I'll give you a big Lebowski. In fact, I'll give you two of them.
I like your style, dude.
Alright, Chaz, you are in there, brother. Now I'm going to go back to my James Brown sound effects.
Are you ready?
Now I'm going to take this purple section and blow it up in. Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but just while I was there talking to my man Chaz, it's spread out. This crap just keeps spreading. So, this is doing two things. One is it's helping contain it. I want to get it up there more. And two is, it kind of gives it a funky shape at the edge. And where it's making the dye more concentrated there at the edge, you can see how it's darker. You get a two-tone or different shades out of it as well. Now, I got this little airbrush thing to blow it up in. You can use a straw, okay? It works just as good. The only difference is, I do a lot of these, and I was using the straw and just blowing so much, and after a while you get lightheaded. so just because I'm using the fancy thing, don't think you can't do this with a straw. Or my man Chris from over at Daddy Mac Dyes, he uses a pipette that he just cut the one end off, and I guess the wider end Makes it a little less asphyxiating. Okay, this is just a different purple. I used purple before. This is grape. I want to get like a couple shades of purple up in here before I give it a bit of a swirling. JP, that's the first time I've heard of dye sinking into clear glue, because you know the science of it says that it would float. It's so much thinner. Was it like a worm dip, or was it like a powder dye mixed with something like acetone? All right, I'm gonna give this a swirl here. Both of those were worm dip. One was Spike It is grape. Spike It. The purple was Quick Coat worm dip. The grape was Spike It. Alright, we're just going to give this section a little bit of a swirl in the mix those two colors up into something funky. You know, I'm not going for anything other than just swirl and funk. In fact, let's get some... Too funky. Okay, I'm putting down the McPokerton, and now I'm going to do my separator section, which I'm going to use black for. Make sure this is... Yes, this is the black McSquirterton that I'm dipping in there. Check it, I put this little, this little bit of white tape on the end of these. I can show this camera here, and then wrote the names on it, but they've gotten so stained with dye I can't barely read the names on any of the white tapes anymore. I have to kind of go back and redo all those. Look how much this is spread out. It's already like halfway, more than halfway down the stupid frisbee. I gotta blow it back into place. Wild over here on this side. Okay. I gotta move a little quicker at this point. I need the orange. Come on, orange. Okay, that was a ton of dye. middle row. Oh no. Okay, good. The cap is good on that one. Good. Where's my black screw there? Boom. Alright, now, oh geez, I almost just had a grape disaster right there. Now I'm going back to my purple and grape for the bottom half. I don't know if you can tell that I'm trying to move quick because I want to get this dye in here so that this crap stops spreading and taking over. Okay, so now I can kind of relax a little bit. Oh crap, not relaxed that much. Oh, that sucks an egg. It's always something. I haven't had a live stream where I haven't cracked something up like that. Alright, let me just wipe it off. Okay. A grape disaster. We just had it. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, that could have been worse. It could have done worse things to my dye bed, too. Could have accidentally dropped it in the orange and totally ruined that area. But, crisis averted. And I'm going to just get a little more to just kind of, yeah, we'll save the rest for the grape. Close that because we're done with it. Close that. Close that. How different that is than the purple. You know, colorblind, that's still crazy. Okay. Okay. Now I got my poker tin right here, which I'm going to use to just do the same thing we did up top there. I'm just going to swirl and whirl this crap around with no distinct pattern in mind other than swirling and whirling. I'm not trying to ruin my black divider line. Okay, we're getting really close here. Now I'm going to wipe off my poker tin really good because I don't want to bring purple into the orange. But I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but just blowing that orange, like when we put it in and then blowing the black underneath it and kind of like condensing it into that smaller area has already given it like a funky, cloudy kind of, you know, look. But I still want to give it like a distinct pattern, and I want it to be different than what we've done in the other things. So just a couple times I'm gonna take and drag all the way through, and even just in those little like cloudy patterns that I was talking about, you can see so it kind of looks like it has, like it's flowing in that direction, and that it's different than the randomness that's on the outside. And if this plastic dyes as good as I'm hoping it does, we'll be able to see that. Now, my hands are covered with crap. I always have hand squirt right here before I touch this beautifully white plastic. I'm just gonna do a little once over. Okay, and I see a couple bubbles in there. Sorry guys that I missed anybody who jumped in the chat. I totally... Oh yo, whoever's here on Twitch, hell yeah. Thank you, because we're officially cross-streaming 3 ways. Yeah! Alright, let me get some of these. Some of these bubbles out. You can be a little more liberal with the torch on the clear glue beds than you can with the lotion beds like we did earlier, but you still don't want to cook it, okay? You want to heat it, don't cook it, because you can easily burn the glue. All right, I'm gonna get the disc right here, and then I'm gonna get up out of my seat because I want to do this in a good spot, and I want to do it right. Boom. Boom. Okay. We did it. Oh, high-tech button pushing too. Okay, like, I'm super stoked about this plastic just from holding it in my hand. I can't wait to see how these come out. I've had a couple people who've dyed some of this plastic already send me pictures and stuff saying, yo, it's amazing. So just in case you missed when we started earlier, this is some discs that were sent to me by Premier Disc. They're a new disc company. They just released 2 molds. They gave us TDIDI Army nut bags. They're giving us a coupon code to use on their website for 33% off, which I can't believe. So use that QR code, use this QR code, premierdiscs.com, go over there and check it out. But if you do, make sure to use that coupon code, because the more people that use it, the longer he's going to do it. So I'll post, oh, I should tell you, this one, it's going to sit overnight too, but I'm going to give it like an hour or 2 in the food dehydrator as well at 114, I think it is. But then I'll post results for these this weekend so that you can see how it went. Everybody who hopped in here on a Friday night to hang out and do some disc dyes, you're my kind of people. You all get a hey now.
Hey now.
And, you know, until we catch you again on the next one,